Good morning, class. I'm Miss Valencia Untita, your English teacher. I will take this opportunity to welcome you all to my class today, and I'm hoping that you'll have some good time and enjoy the lesson with me. So today we'll be discussing about introduction to phonology. So last week we briefly discussed about phonology, but today we're going to dig deeper and know what phonology is. So by the end of the lesson, you should be able to define phonology and its significance in linguistics, differentiate between phonetics and phonology, and lastly, understand the role of phonology in language structure and communication. So we move on to our first objective, definition of phonology. Phonology is a subject of linguistics that focuses on the study of abstract mental representations of speech sounds, which are referred to as phonemes, in language and how these sounds work within a specific language system. This study is referred to as phonemic analysis. It focuses on the organization, distribution, and laws that regulate the sounds of a language, particularly how those sounds mix to form words and how they convey meaning to the listener. We move on to the significance of phonology in linguistics. Phonology is of great significance in the field of linguistics for several reasons. It plays a crucial role in understanding the structure, organization, and functioning of language. So here are some key aspects of the significance of phonology in linguistics. Firstly, we have sound system understanding. Phonology provides insights into the sound systems of languages, helping linguists decipher how speech sounds are organized and used in different languages. It allows for the systematic study of speech sounds and their patterns. Secondly, we have phonotactic roles. Phonology identifies the phonotactic roles of a language, which govern the permissible sound combinations and syllable structures. These rules are essential for understanding the phonological structure of words and sentences. Thirdly, we have distinctive features. Phonology helps linguists identify and describe the distinctive features of speech sounds. These features, such as place articulation, manner of articulation, and voicing, allow for the differentiation of phonemes in a language. We have language universals. Studying phonological patterns across languages reveals commonalities and universals that shed light on fundamental principles of human language. Understanding phonological universals contributes to a knowledge of linguistic typology. Next, we have phonological variation. Phonology accounts for phonological variation within languages, including regional accents, dialects, and sociolects. It helps linguists explain how and why speech sounds differ across different linguistic communities. Next, we have language acquisition. Phonological development is a crucial aspect of language acquisition. Phonology research helps explain how children acquire the phonological system of their native language and how this system evolves as they grow. Which means as you grow, so much will change on words, sentences, word forming, the sentence structure, and many more. Next, we have language teaching. Phonology plays a vital role in language teaching and learning. It guides language instructors in teaching accurate pronunciation of words, intonation, and phonological patterns to learners of a second language. Next, we have speech perception and processing. Understanding phonological processes is essential for research on speech perception and processing. Phonological knowledge is central to recognizing and comprehending spoken language. Next we have psycholinguistics. Phonology is a key area of study in psycholinguistics, which explores how humans process language in the mind. Research in this field helps uncover the cognitive mechanisms involved in speech perception and production. Then we have communication and speech pathology. Phonology is relevant to speech pathology and communication disorders. It aids in diagnosing the trends, speech, sounds disorders, and articulation difficulties in different individuals, I can say, because in your community or in your classes, you realize that the way we pronounce certain words, each member has a unique way of pronouncing words. For example, like Kikuyu and Aluya, there's a way each one of them pronounces certain words. So we move on to the relationship between phonetics and phonology. Phonetics is the study of speech sounds, articulation, acoustic qualities, and auditory perception. Phonetics also classifies all speech sounds in all languages. While phonology is the study of abstract mental representations and rules that organize the structure spoken sounds in a language. It studies how linguistic sounds communicate meaning and interact, as we said earlier. So lastly, we have the role of phonology in language, and the first role is distinctive features. Phonology is the study of sounds and how they are put into groups based on their unique qualities, which include place of articulation, style of articulation, and voicing. These are some of the things that help you to tell one phoneme from the other. In English, the voicing traits tell the difference between the sound pa and the sound ba, as in the words part and but. Secondly, we have phonemes. The smallest sound units in a language that can change what a word means are called phonemes. Phonology describes phonemes as mental pictures that can help people tell the difference between words that sound different but mean the same thing. Example, in English, the sounds pa and ba are different phonemes because they make words mean different things. Example, part versus bat. Part is something else and bat is an animal. Under that, we have the third role, structure of syllables. Phonology tells us how to make syllables, which are very important parts of speech. Syllables change the rhythm and flow of speech, and each tongue has its own way of putting them together. In English, the word banana has 3 sounds, but in Spanish, it has 4 sounds. You see the difference? Next, we have prosody. The study of prosody, which covers things like stress, patterns, intonation, and rhythm in speech, is part of phonology. When you speak, prosody adds meaning, feeling, and nuance to what you say. It also helps you communicate about sentence structure and emotional tone. So that brings us to the end of our lesson today, and I hope you've enjoyed the class today. And in case you have any questions, you can reach me through my email. So I leave you with an assignment that will be marked during the weekend. And you write this question down. Define phonology, 2 marks. Highlight the 3 branches of phonology, 5 marks. Yeah, that brings us to our end of the lesson today. Have a lovely afternoon. Bye.